Hello Taco Crew, this is 3 Hound Dog, and today I have a little commentary over the new Easter egg on the new Zombies map for Call of Duty Black Ops. Now the first step is you have to turn the power on, but I do not show that step because it's kind of a basic step and you're going to do it either way, regardless of you're trying to do the Easter egg or not. Then the second step is you have to go back in time, and yes, this is not turning it to night, this is actually going back in time on the map, and we know that because the characters say that. They say things like, I've had to relive the night over and over, and whoa, we're going into the past. So then anyways, the first step is hitting those buttons over there. There's 4 in that little square orgy, and then you all hit them at the same time. Second step is to go over here, take a right if you're looking straight at the temple. Go through those, and you head down here, you press the button, and you listen to it. What sounds like an old man, possibly a scientist, and a younger kid, possibly his child, not maybe a teenager, talking, and then kind of explaining to you what's happened to them and what happened as far as that goes. So then right after you do that, the third step is these 4 or like tons of squares up here on the ground over right there, and then to the left of the temple over by the sand trap area. And that's why I'm showing this area. Now, you have to have 2 people on each side. One person on the side by where I just showed you the game with the guy in the trapped in the like the forest type deal, I guess you can say, the forest prison, and then a guy over here by the sand traps, and they have to be stepping on the exact same square. And what I mean by that, there is 2 squares that look like boobs, and one person on one side has to step on the boob at the same time as the person on the other side, and every time you mess up, it rearranges the order and you have to start over, which is a total pain in the ass. So now, this can take quite a little bit of time, so just be aware of that. But once you do that, you should see an orb appear above the second button area that you select, and that is where the people seem to be trapped in the original beginning. So that is the, I believe that's like 3rd or 4th step of the new Easter egg. And then you do it right because each step you take, it's kind of like those lights. There will be orbs that come up again just to kind of tell you, give you the hint that you did it correct, which is always nice because it is a good hint and valuable and all that stuff. So now here we get you have to get the shrinker machiner gun, and then you move over to the slide, the water slide, and you throw a grenade where you see this meteor, and it falls down, and then the person with the shrinker, which happened to be me, you shrink the meteor down. You can only shrink it once. I try to shrink it twice, but you can't. Then you knife it into this thing, which happens to be the water slide, and then you get the whole team to walk down there, or I guess slide down there. And you hear people down here, and the thing is there's like a gate set down there, and you get so much weight on there that apparently you pop the gate, which releases them to another area, which you now have to go all the way over there. So now, that step is kind of a trickier one, and you gotta remember that you gotta get the grenade, and you gotta throw the grenade, and then the boulder type meteor thing is hanging up by the water slide itself, so you throw the grenade, get it down, and then you shrink it, knife it in there, and then you go for a swim with your teammates. Then once again we come over here and show you that another orb has came up to indicate that we did it correctly as far as we know. So yes, and then right here we go over and we talk to some guy. So basically what he says is and then he says that he is stuck, there's gas in there, and it's flammable gas, and oh no, the walls are coming in. So the first thing we thought of is using these new napalm zombies to bring it down here, and you save that napalm zombie, so you have to keep going rounds and rounds and rounds until you get one of those napalms. Don't kill it. You get a crawler, you go over, you make it night, and the way you make it night is by doing the second step after power, which is, it really is taking you back into the past where you all press the buttons at the same time. And you're going to have to do that consistently because it only works at night. So consistently make it night to do all of these processes or else it won't work. Then you get the napalm crackhead. I guess you can call him a napalm crackhead. He looks kind of retarded. You get him to walk through the gas area, as we do right here, and you see the gas starts catching on fire. And then once you get to the end of that tunnel, you can kill him. I don't think you have to kill him there, but we just did it because it seemed like the right thing. And I'm gonna quick tell you as you watch us bring the napalm guys in here. we did not look this up on YouTube. We went all on this by what we saw. You know, we didn't have any help on this. We discovered this all on ourselves, and it took a lot of time. So please leave a like for that because, you know, that's cute. So, anyway, here's the napalm dude. And as you can see, he has some flames. He's a fire crotch, and he gets that gas pipe turned on and hot. So we just walk him all the way through the tunnels where the gas is leaking, or appears to be leaking, all the way up to where the old man is coughing. So eventually we do kill him up there, which releases even more flames. In case you haven't seen that part where when you kill the guy, he blows up with more flames, and then kills, like right here. It shows here we start killing him. Sorry. So then, as you can see, the gas thing to your maybe right in the center, right by my ray gun bullets, is on fire. And then we go in to investigate a little bit more, make sure we're all good, and we are all good, which is what matters the most. And then I think one more time here we go, we look at the orbs. Oh no, we come down here, we show you his path of destruction to prove to you. If you did it correctly, the gas pipes that are leaking should be flamed, and if you did it incorrectly, you'll probably have to do it again, which is a pain in the ass, but you know, it's worth it because this is a great achievement, and it's a fun type deal. So then, the way that you get him to talk, like to stop coughing, is you twist the thing right there. I didn't really tell you that on the right time. You twist the valve before you get the guy down there, and then that's how you get him to talk. Here's just us shooting the orbs. Each time you get an orb, you know, the orbs make noises, so you know that you get them right. So that is good, and that helps you out. And then one more time, you have to turn that valve. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that, to get him to stop coughing. So here we are over in the vicinity of the, let's see, reservoir. And the way that you plug the holes, you talk to him, and he says something about being trapped, and you have to flood the place. Then you try flooding the place once, and that area is right over by that rock. You scoot up, and then there's a thing that comes out, and it says do not press X, and obviously you're going to press X because no moron's not going to press X. And then the reservoir floods, and then you go back over and you talk to him again, and he says, oh no, we got to patch up these holes. And it is not the ballistic knife like we thought. You actually get those spiky crackhead claymore things, and you lay them up against the wall, and then I think you can barely see it, but they get trapped in there, and they do eventually plug the area, and then I come back a little ways to show you the fun part. And then the final step we got to before we lagged out is we got the little squares that you got earlier, they appear, and then you have to knife them to get them to show, or I guess shine, and you got to get all those, and then right as we got all of those, it lagged out, and that is very upsetting, but we are going to probably finish this tomorrow. But if you have any